Good afternoon, everybody. Hope all of you are well and excited for another gorgeous afternoon here with us at Painted Dog TV on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Myself and Basil out with you all this afternoon. And it's a gorgeous day. Absolutely perfect weather, everybody. Sun's out, it's not blisteringly hot. So we are very hopeful that we're going to see lots of wonderful things this evening. We got started a little bit earlier. We're actually now approaching Kudu Crip, everybody. Just going to quickly pop in there and see if anybody's having a drink. And then from there we're going to drop down into the Sunsloot River. That's the reason I got going a little bit earlier this afternoon. I wanted to get here early bells and quickly grab the camera trap, which I've been meaning to get to, which I set up down here in this riverbed in hope that we were going to capture footage of the female leopard that we saw a couple nights back. And then I thought what we'd do from there, everybody, is maybe just take a slow meander through the middle of the reserve up towards Lowveld of South Africa, a waterhole we haven't visited in a while, and just see what's what, see what's out there, see what we may come across. It's quite a productive route for all of the game, big and small. But we'll start out here at Kudu Crip, which is now just around the corner. Lots of monkey tracks, some giraffe tracks on the road here. Doesn't look like anybody's drinking right now. Gonna just quickly hop off here, everybody, and have a quick look around the waterhole to see if there's tracks of anybody of interest. While I'm doing that, I'm going to quickly say hello to our pack members that have joined on the private channel. Good afternoon, Mary, Connie, Barbara, Di, Carol, Brian, Becky, Betty, Ashley. Good afternoon. Hi, Shanann. Wonderful to see you all with us. Welcome, everybody. Glossy starlets flying off. So far, the main culprits that have been here today are giraffe. A couple of zebra as well. Lots of impala. And some growing tadpoles, almost frogs. Before I forget, everybody, just a reminder for the keyword of the week. The keyword this week is mountains. Please send in the keyword mountains if you'd like to get your hands on that high resolution image for the week. The keyword is mountains. We of course are so fortunate here to be just below the Drakensberg Mountains, which always give us the most spectacular views. And that is the key word, mountains. Right, let's get down into the river, shall we? Hopefully there will be no gremlins down there. It's not a very long stretch of river that we'll be driving, but it is a gorgeous stretch. Always hopeful for sign of leopard down there, but birds as well. Smaller antelope, bushbuck, duiker, steenbok, possibly even the nyala. They all like this habitat down here near the river. Good afternoon, Rosemary. Lovely to have you with us. busy listening to an update now on the radio. I thought I heard someone say elephants. That would be very...
Responding to the sighting of the rhino bull at the corridor about 2 minutes out.
That would be very special for all of us, everybody, if we could see the elephants this afternoon. Been desperate to have a good sighting of them.
Copy, thank you.
Obviously had the most phenomenal sighting with them, with the lions on their kill not so long ago. But it was quite a frantic sighting. It'd be nice to just spend some time with relaxed, feeding, happy elephants. Not that I didn't enjoy that sighting the other day, but, well, it's always fun being around elephants. Such incredible animals. Sorry, Stations, was there an update on the herd of elephants?
Yeah, I'm on location and they're on the southern fence line of Kaya.
Copy, thanks very much. Well, after all that, we are not going to see any elephants this afternoon, everybody. Sadly, they are on Kaya, the east. Oh well, another day then. Oh, but I do get excited every time I come down along this river.
Elephant mobile at the moment.
Such a beautiful drive down here, even if you didn't see anything. Just to enjoy the beauty of the rock formations, the riverbanks, the trees. It's not too far along the Sunsloot River here where there's a smaller tributary that feeds into this river, this dry riverbed, where I set up our camera trap. So we'll head there and pick that up. We'll go and download all of these images, hopefully videos rather, off that camera trap when we get back to camp this evening. Hopefully there'll be some fun and exciting things to share with all of you. Good afternoon, Ian. Good to have you with us, sir. Leopard tracks, everybody. I don't think they are particularly fresh, but still exciting nonetheless. This looks like a male. So you can see in the riverbed here that a vehicle has driven up here. It's actually my father. I recognize his tire tracks anywhere. He's got quite unique tire tread. And my father drove over these leopard tracks. He was last out quite a while ago. But these leopard tracks are not fresh, everybody. I could have told you that before. I didn't see the tracks further down because my dad's driven over them. They have become very hard because this leopard walked here when the sand was still quite moist, full of water. So quite a few days old already that male leopard walked down here. But like I say, it's just always so exciting and wonderful to know that they're here, they're moving around, we are driving the right areas, we're checking the right areas. Put yourself in the right place and eventually you'll come right with that elusive cat. Also hoping now that it might mean we have footage of this leopard on our camera trap, which of course is just a little further down the river here. Couple days now, Betty, since we've had rain here where we are specifically. I'd say these leopard tracks are probably 2, maybe even 3 days old. Still seeing them as we go along here. So he was patrolling along the riverbed here.
Through the corridor. East of the leading these elephants on the southern fence line. They're walking slowly in each direction with the offering.
Sounds like the elephants are going the wrong way entirely for us, everybody. They're heading east to the far eastern edge of the reserve. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh, just love it down here. Still got that leopard's tracks here, everybody. Still moving along the riverbed here. It'll be very interesting to see if those tracks go past the camera trap. Heard reports earlier, just as we got started, that two lionesses from the pride and 2 of the male lions have been located this afternoon on Kaya as well, everybody. So they have ended up all going east. This morning we heard the lions roaring close to the corridor, and so it must have been sometime this morning that the males went through to the eastern part of the reserve and then located the females. Amazing. Every time I go around each corner, I'm always expecting to see something exciting in the riverbed, just sleeping in the riverbed or walking along the river. It's a perfect place for all of the game, particularly on hot days, to come and take cover from the heat. Wonderfully cool in here. Oh, there's somebody in the river. Look at that. Busy checking us out. That's beautiful. Common duiker. We did say we might find some of the smaller antelope down here. What a spectacular view. Oh, this is very special, everybody. Duiker are usually quite skittish, quite shy. Maybe not the ones around camp, but everywhere else on the reserve they're usually quite nervous. This is amazing that it's just stood here for this long. Fully grown adult female. Got the most beautiful little nose, the common duiker. What a treat. It's definitely something that a leopard obviously comes down into the riverbed as, you know, in search of, are these duiker and then bushbuck. Bushbuck obviously being slightly larger than the duiker. Lovely sighting. Going to quickly check the crossing here for tracks. Looks like that male leopard's left the riverbed somewhere behind us. Don't see his tracks here anymore. We're very close to that camera trap now, everybody. It's just up ahead here. Right, excuse me for a couple minutes, folks. I'm just going to get that camera. Not seeing any leopard tracks here. Certainly been a rhino here since I set up the camera. This white rhino bull walked right through here. So we're probably going to have a close-up of that rhino's bum. and some monkeys by the looks of things. Sadly though, don't see any leopard tracks there. But hopefully we would have caught some nice footage of the other animals that have moved through here. Probably that rhino, maybe some monkeys. Let's quickly turn this guy off, although I think it is off. Captured 23 videos. Cool bananas. We'll check that out a bit later this evening and report back to you guys if we've got any cool stuff. Right, so not much left of our river cruise here, everybody. We're going to be coming out of the Sunspruit River just up ahead here, and then continue through the middle, heading northeast towards Lowveld of South Africa. We're going past the area of where we saw that female leopard. As well on our travels. Hyena across the river here, I think. It's not a hyena, it's that female leopard. My camera trap was there. I figured she might come this way, and she's come along this game path and not past my camera. Literally missed the camera by 15 yards. She's headed across the river that way. That would have been after I saw her that night, I reckon. Which is why I set the camera up here in the first place, but we've missed her. Anyway, we'll try again. The space.
How are you?
Well, and you?
How does some guy tell us there's a leopard there, but they actually shoot it?
Odd day. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, man.
Lekker, man.
Another one?
Yeah, busy.
You go to Kaya?
No, we don't go to Kaya.
No, I didn't go to Kaya either.
No.
Not when everything's there.
No, I'm going to go sit at Lowveld of South Africa and see what turns up. Nice to see you. Have a lekker Avi.
You too.
Cheers, Simon.
Cheers.
Very good friend of mine, Simon Bass, one of the Leadwood homeowners, out on his own little bumble. What a privilege. There's a little mud wallow up here that I just want to pop into. I don't know if there's any water sitting in this mud wallow since the last rains, but if there is, possibility of some rhino here. Simon might have just checked it now though. We'll see soon enough if his tracks go that way. Yes indeed, Becky. Well, I mean, obviously we got so lucky the other night, we did get her. But yeah, I really want to try and capture more of the leopards on the camera trap or with our camera to try and help Marine with her research here and help us better understand which individuals we're seeing and where we're seeing them, try and figure out territories. But of course I'd love to show all of you more leopard. What is that giraffe doing? Is she eating a bone? I think she is, you know. She is indeed. Listen to that crunch. How's that for a funny pose? That's amazing. Wow. Don't see this all the time, folks, but it is certainly something giraffe do on a regular basis to make sure that they're getting enough calcium in their diet. They chew on bones. There's actually two of them chewing on bones here. The other one you can't see. It's just well concealed behind the trees here. But I can hear the other one chewing. Look at that. There comes the piece of bone. Incredible, eh? That's a piece of spine she's got there. Look at the little oxpecker also just sitting on top. What an amazing sighting. Now she's obviously just trying to break off fragments of that piece of the spine, which is not easy for a giraffe. They don't have the, you know, the teeth for it. So it takes a lot of effort. Amazing. You know, if you couldn't see the giraffe here and you were just stopped here listening, you'd swear there was a leopard or a lion chewing on some bones in the bush. Unreal. This behavior has a term, everybody, called osteophagia. Animals require lots of different minerals in their diet, and so they feed on lots of different things, including dung of other animals, including sand, salts, natural salts, and then of course bones for calcium. Yeah, it is a bit concerning, hey Betty, that she might choke on it. That's why she's got to be so careful, delicate. Just go back a smidge here for Basil. Looks like quite a thick spine, so probably quite a large animal which died here or got killed here by the predators. Judging by how thick it was, I would guess sort of maybe a nyala or kudu size. A big chunk of bone she's got in her mouth there. Doesn't look like she's got much out of it yet though. A really tough piece of bone to work on. It's a lot easier when they get, you know, like a femur and they get the ball joint above the femur. I've often seen giraffe picking that up and chewing off the ball section, you know, from the joint. That I think is more brittle and easier to break up with their inadequate teeth. Good afternoon, Michael. Better late than never. Great to have you with us. We are busy enjoying a giraffe eating some bones, or a bone, a segment of another animal's spine. That's what she's got in her mouth. Incredible. Beautiful light hitting her as well. She does look rather funny though. That mouth trying to work that piece of bone. Incredible. Alright everybody, let's carry on. Let's go see if there's anything at this mud wallow. First of all, if there's any water at this mud wallow. See from here that mud wallow is still very dry. Not likely going to have any rhino there today. bird of prey calling here. Somewhere close by here on our left. Let's try and see if we can spot it. Very high pitched. Sounds like a snake eagle.
Approaching from the west.
It's flying away now. Hello friends.
Hello.
How are you?
Alright, we're looking for a new rhino bull.
Ringo.
He's busy marking it now.
Really?
Yeah.
Today?
No, recently. Not today.
Okay. I haven't had any fresh tracks from where I've come
I had
from.
him last night in one of his dams. So,
That's where I'm going to head now.
yeah, that other bull's possibly hidden there. That's one of the bigger ones of the youngsters. But this guy's jumped into... I don't shut it down.
Incredible, hey? How fast they move around. We're going to head.
Yeah, so this guy, 6 days he started moving in.
That's amazing, eh? Fantastic. Cheers, guys. Have a good afternoon. Just busy discussing the rhino bull movements with Kevin, Greer and Hanno there, everybody. They're all on one vehicle and they're busy out searching for a bull, a white rhino bull that has immediately moved across from the Kai and Lovu side of the reserve to come and occupy this area where we removed that other bull. It's amazing how quickly that's happened.
4-9, female somewhere near Manor House on the road, and female to on the 17th corner like
Copy that, thanks Kevin. And how many stations on Blurbank?
as far as I know there's 4, but we're really concerned with that.
having a look for tracks there, everybody, and also just noticing where Kevin and Simon have just driven. I'm trying to take roads that they haven't driven, try and cover as much of the reserve as possible every time I come out here. Always want to do the road that hasn't been driven, of course. Being in the central parts of Blaubank where we are now is always a good chance of cheetah as well. Not the male cheetahs, however. They don't come through the middle all that often, but also they have been located on Kaya again this evening. But the female cheetah, both of them, move through this area. Sun has set. Feel the temperature dropping rapidly now. All of the nocturnal stuff will start moving about pretty soon. Also hoping we might get some rhino coming to drink at Lowveld of South Africa. Ah. Look at this, guys. There was a rhino here pretty recently, and there's 2 dung beetles fighting over one ball and another one hightailing it away from the chaos. That's very cool. These guys are just absolutely amazing. It's a race. Who can get to the female first? Shame, and this poor guy over here that was having the fight has ended up getting stuck on his back. Come on, buddy. No, you can do it. Ah, there we go. Well done, sir. Just quickly get his bearings. He knows exactly where he needs to go. And he's picked up on the scent, I'm sure, the scent trail of where that dung's headed. Oh, don't come towards us, silly thing. Don't want to let that guy get stuck under our wheels. It looks like he's back on the right track. And the other 2 have literally just pushed their balls up a steep hill. Very steep for them, of course. They certainly are lots of fun, aren't they? It's amazing how much ground they've already covered. Strong little things, eh? I'm always blown away how they know where they're going. Ian, to answer your question about the pangolin on a camera trap, no, never. I've never personally got that one right. That would be, jeez, that would be phenomenal. Now, so there were certainly some rhino here within the last 24 hours, I'd guess. Not seeing the tracks though. Wow, look at that sky. Just stunning. Another spectacular evening. Right, just going to pick up the pace slightly, everybody. I want to try get to this waterhole while there's still a bit of good light, in case there's some activity there, birds, rhinos, leopards, bugs, snakes. Try to get there while we've still got a bit of light so we can enjoy it. Most beautiful smell here. Just as I took the tyres off the road to check for tracks, we drove through some wild basil. An amazing smell. Finally found the rhinos tracks. They walked up here, back that way to where they dropped that dung. Looks like from this morning. Indeed, Becky, it is, getting darker earlier now. But we're sticking with our times because we're hoping for more of the Nocturnal game. And that's why we're staying with the current times, or current timing, because it gives us a good chunk of time in the dark, which is best for all of those nocturnal animals we're often hoping to come across, like the pangolin, aardvark, porcupine, leopard, spotted hyena, brown hyena. So we're not going to change the times just yet. We're going to keep it going a little bit longer with the current schedule. It's a very exciting time now as the light starts to fade, because you know that a lot of those animals are active. They've just started getting active. Certainly, Ian, every now and then we'll do a night drive, you know, where we start the drive at about 7 o'clock to try and focus on those nocturnal animals. But it's usually best done in winter when the bush is a lot thinner. Makes it a bit easier for the guides to then spot the nocturnal animals. When the grass is as high as it is and the trees are all still full of foliage, it's quite difficult. So it's more productive to do it in the middle of winter. I reckon we'll definitely do some of those this coming winter. Just going to switch off here quickly and look for tracks, but at the same time just listen to see if there aren't any alarm calls. Quiet, no tracks. Oh my word. No ways. Oh my word, look at this. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. I don't even want to talk, everybody. No ways. Oh my gosh. Look at this, everybody. It looks like it's a mother with her youngster. And they're busy digging up an old rhino. Well, not old, but some rhino dung here, looking for grubs. There you go, dung beetles. Oh my gosh, this is unbelievable. An African civet mom and baby. Well, it's not a baby, but it's a sub-adult. Oh my gosh. This is unreal. I don't think I've ever had as good a sighting of African civet as we're having right now, everybody. This is phenomenal. This is exactly what I was just talking about. Driving around at this time of the evening, you open yourself up to wonders like we have here. Listen to that. Listen, everybody. They're munching on dung beetles. Oh my goodness. Wow. What's for dinner tonight? Dung beetles. Lots of them. Civets have incredibly powerful stomach acids, and so they can eat a lot of arthropods that other mammals won't eat, including millipedes. They're omnivorous, so they feed on insects, arthropods, some reptiles, and a lot of fruit. Particularly fond of the fruit of a jackalberry. When their fruit starts to fall, they'll also eat the figs. They even eat some roots and bulbs. This is unbelievable. I can't believe they are so relaxed. I'm only 10 yards away from them. My goodness. I just pray another vehicle doesn't come along here now. You can see the size difference, everybody. So the one on the left, I think, is the mother, and the one on the right, the youngster, or sub-adult. My goodness. Wow, look at that. This is just ridiculous. How beautiful. Those markings. Indeed, Betty, they do look quite similar to the raccoon. You can actually see the dung beetle flying around there, everybody. So there's dung beetles still coming in, attracted to the smell of the rhino's dung. Wow. My goodness. The one on the right is obviously onto something. Probably a dung beetle that's trying to crawl away. I've never sat with civet like this before. This is just so special. Look at that, hey? They've even laid down there now. I wonder if they roll in the dung of other animals to try and mask their scent. There you go, crunch, crunch, crunch. The one on the right finally got its beetle. Unreal. They're just not giving up on this dung here. There's obviously more beetles there. Obviously you get different species of dung beetle, everybody, that do different things, like the ones we saw rolling the balls away earlier, but then you get a species of dung beetle that will actually dig a hole beneath the dung itself, and that's what these civets are digging up now. That particular family of dung beetle that buries itself straight through the dung, that's what they're going after. Man, those markings are incredible, eh? Wow, that was a big one. Amazing. Civets are quite territorial and mark their territories with middens. Like you'll find piles and piles of civet dung in one particular spot, like a latrine. You can always see, if you break up the dung, what they've been feeding on, and so often I've seen these latrines and broken up the dung and found the evidence of dung beetles in the scat, you know, in the body of the scat. But I've never watched civets actually eating the dung beetles, so I always knew they did it. But this is a first for me, everybody. Unbelievable. And two of them. Got another one. Wow. It's just so cool. Look at those teeth, eh? So you can see quite big canines, sharp teeth, powerful teeth. Need to have those for some of the faster moving prey that they feed on. They will actually eat rodents as well, and I think there's records of birds in their diet. Just unreal, and so relaxed. They certainly make sure they cover every single inch of that pile of dung, hey? Very effective. I can't wait to show my wife and son this footage. This is amazing to capture, everybody. You very, very rarely will get opportunities like this. I cannot explain why these two individuals are so comfortable with us, this close to them. I think so, Michael. That's what it looks like to me. In a lot of ways, the coloration is very similar to the honey badger, and I would imagine for good reason. Aposematic coloration, an intimidating colour to other animals out here. Fantastic camouflage as well, of course, if they freeze motionless behind cover. Brilliant camouflage. You guys are quite noisy when you're eating. I would imagine that might give themselves away, you know. At night, one of their biggest threats is leopard. Leopards do kill and eat civets. And a leopard, with its remarkable hearing, is going to hear this crunching quite a distance away. Also interesting to see how much they actually use their snout to dig into the dung and under the dung. There's more action with the snout than there is with their paws. Should tell those civets to come over to the vehicle, because without lights on for this long, standing still here, the jackal is filling up with bugs and beetles, smashing into us here. Lots of food in the jackal. Good evening, Suzanne. Can you believe what we've found? 2 African civets feeding on dung beetles in a pile of rhino dung. 10 yards from the vehicle, completely unfazed by our presence. And I think it might be a mother with a sub-adult youngster. And I've just been telling everybody how I've never, ever had a sighting like this of civet. Unreal. I would imagine, Michael, the spots must be different. But I mean, looking at those 2 sides, they actually look very similar. All we need now is a honey badger to rock up, come and have some argy-bargy with these civets. They must have run-ins with each other quite regularly, I would imagine, those 2 species, because they've got very similar feeding habits. They'll go in search of their food in similar areas. I can't believe how many of these dung beetles they're eating. That one just raised its mane. Looked like it. So the inverter just kicked in on the jackal here, which makes quite a noise. I'm pretty sure both of these civets just raised their manes, which is a defense display, by the way. You'll often see them doing that when they bump into other predators. They try and make themselves look bigger, so they like almost raise their spine, and then the mane of hair along the ridge of their spine will stand erect. Could have sworn they just reacted to the inverter. My word. Little argument there over a beetle, I think. Every now and then they glance towards me, but I'm not reacting. Trying to think how long we've been with them now. Must be close to 20 minutes. They've eaten a lot of beetles in that time. This pile of rhino poo has been a gold mine for them. Also just so lucky, everybody, that no one else has come along here and that we've had this all to ourselves. I think a second vehicle certainly would have spooked them as well. Yeah, exactly, Michael. Loads of habituation going on here right now. And as I mentioned, they are territorial, so you never know, we might get them again if we come back into this area. Copy. Oh, look at that, eh? Squabbling. And almost submissive behavior from what I think is the younger of the two closest to us. Tell you one thing, I'm glad I don't have to eat dung beetles for dinner. Sheesh. both of them going for a dung beetle which just landed. Almost looks like they might be finished with that pile of dung, venturing out a little bit here, the youngster. We're not too far from the waterhole we were headed to here, everybody. Lowveld of South Africa. I wouldn't be surprised if these two civets head that direction. Now after a big meal, go and have a drink, wash down the dung beetles. Cheers, Carol. So good to have you with us, and I'm so glad you got to see this. Have a good day at work. Beetles. Oh, you guys are amazing. Lovely. I just started munching on a beetle there. Something spooked him. those little ears rotating, hey? Must have incredible hearing, these civets, to pick up on the smallest movements of a little beetle in the grass. Now this is all under a spotlight, Ian, just using a torch. And they're completely unbothered by it. I have put the torch on its broadest setting so that the light's obviously not beaming straight into their eyes. But they are not concerned by it. Other one's busy making its way back. You could just see the grass moving. I cannot believe our luck, everybody. To have stumbled upon them right next to the road like this. When you look at that other one back there in the grass, you can imagine how difficult it is to spot these civets at night. This time of the year with the tall grass. Just so lucky that they had found these dung beetles close to the road. Geez, at the rate they're going, they're not going to need to feed on anything else. They'll just go back to bed after this. Just keep raising the light to the road every now and then, folks, just to make sure that there isn't another predator stalking these two civets while I've got them lit up with the spotlight. It's always a concern of mine. When you're viewing animals like these under a spotlight, you've got to try and be as careful as possible, because of course you're lighting them up for the other predator. So if I hear any movement nearby to me, then I'll turn the light off. behavior between the two of them is fascinating to see. Never seen civets interacting. Oh, it's our pleasure, Ian. What a privilege for all of us, everybody, to have spent this much time with one of the most elusive nocturnal animals out here, and such a relaxed pair. This is a massive, massive highlight for me. Now, I am going to be leaving them shortly, everybody. We're going to just go past Lowveld of South Dam and then start turning south, start heading back for camp, myself and Basil. And yeah, I just heard some splashing in the water, which I also want to go and investigate. See what it might be there drinking at the moment. Also quite keen to move because I must have about 7,000 beetles trying to crawl into my jocks underneath my pants at the moment. Just covered in bugs. But I still can't believe this. Cannot believe that they are so comfortable with me here. Never ever going to forget this sighting. Hopefully won't spook them too much now when I start the car. Let's see how they react. Jeez, barely flinched. Unbelievable. Thank you, you two wonderful, amazing creatures. Ow. Wow. Mind blown. Gee whiz. Can you believe that, everybody? Unbelievable. That's one for the record books. And again, just so wonderful, you know, to start the vehicle and leave them doing exactly what they would be doing naturally as if we were never there. Completely undisturbed. Remarkable. Approaching Lowveld of South Dam. Don't see anything big here. Could have sworn I heard splashing. Thought it was maybe a rhino that was just moving in the water. Who's that?
That's a leopard. That's a leopard. I got him. Oh.
It's a civet. Basil almost having a mild heart attack behind me here, everybody. He thought he'd spotted a leopard. Unbelievable. Another civet, everybody. Gee whiz. The night of civets. There it is again. Unreal. Now I wonder if this civet might be related to the other two we've just seen. Crazy. See that civet's just tentatively coming towards the water's edge, and look at how much larger this one is than the other two we saw. There you go, busy drinking. Amazing. Well, we thought that the other two might come here for a drink because of how close we are. Never thought I'd find a different civet here drinking. Amazing. Lucky for that civet, I don't think there are any crocodiles here in Lowveld of South Africa. Crocodile would definitely take a civet. Oh, looks like he's off. Yeah, there he goes, moving away into the tree line. Wow. Incredible. No worries, how are you? Very good, thanks. Sure. Copy. Very, very special, amazing, unbelievable, remarkable afternoon, guys. What a pleasure. Very fresh rhino dung here. Very fresh. Yo, still got its very strong smell to it. Which way were they going? Towards the Waterhole. So they might just be moving through the tree line coming around the back side of Lowveld of South Africa. Those two rhino. White rhino, that is. It's our pleasure, everybody. Thank you all for joining us. None of us are going to forget this one. Just makes you want to come back out for more. You never know what exciting, incredible new things you might discover. That's what's always hooked me. I'm still learning all the time after all my years in the bush. There's still things that surprise me every now and then. It's amazing. Thanks very much for joining us, everybody. I hope you all have an amazing day, amazing evening, wherever you are in the world. And make sure to come back and join us again soon for more exciting, incredible game viewing here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening. We'll see you soon.